Part 2 of movies that don't get enough attention. Here we go. The Eyes of Tammy Faye. I watched this one with my mother because she knew who Tammy Faye was, and I knew who Andrew Garfield was, and I really like Andrew Garfield. This film is the story of Tammy Faye and Jim Baker, I'm pretty sure that's his name. They start this church with fairly good intentions to get the word out, to spread the good news of the Lord. Praise the Lord. But then from there, some corruption steps in, you know. They like God, but they also like money, so that's kind of cool. A movie that is phenomenal. Jessica Chastain, she did win an Oscar for this, but I don't always think that that means the movie gets attention, and even then, still didn't get enough attention, if you ask me. And personally, I think Andrew Garfield should have and could have gotten nominated for Best Supporting Actor for this. They're both so good, and it's a pretty good ensemble cast too. You bring in Vincent D'Onofrio. Shout out, love that guy. It's a really good and interesting movie, man. I highly recommend this one. Up next is Bernie. This one is not super new either. It is a strangely kind of like more serious, dramatic film for Jack Black, who plays Bernie, this guy who works as, you know, he works at the mortuary, he works at the funeral home, he's helping do all the funerals and stuff like that. Your granny dies, your grandpappy dies, he's helping out, he's prepping the body, he's singing sometimes he's singing. And I don't want to spoil this movie, but it takes kind of a twisted route towards the end. Some shenanigans happen. It's crazy. Jack Black is so good in this movie. I really need to see more drama, serious Jack Black because he's spectacular. Up next, I have Watcher. This is a thriller film that came out pretty recently. Came out like last year, pretty damn recently. The director from this movie, she actually came and spoke to a class I was in when I was in college, university. And she was pretty damn cool, and the movie's great too. Such a simple like concept. It's just the story of this girl who's kind of alone in this apartment, and she thinks her neighbor's watching her, maybe not. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to get anything past that. But this is a movie I'm always like, go watch it, because it's damn good. Tension to perfection in this film. Love this thing. Micah Monroe, also spectacular. Up next, I have a film I watched a few years ago. On streaming somewhere, and that's Prospect. Pedro Pascal, Sophie Thatcher, I think her name is. It's Last of Us in space, and it's sick as hell. Pretty much in this one, you got Pedro Pascal. He's on this planet where people mine. You know, people are prospectors, if you will. There is this girl who he does not like. They have beef, but they're forced to work together to survive, and it's damn good. Highly recommend this one. It's a pretty short watch too. It's low budget sci-fi, but it's done really well, and for this small contained cast, this small contained story in general, so much character, so much personality and development. It's so interesting. I highly recommend this one. If you like Pedro, if you like sci-fi, if you like Last of Us, watch this movie. It's great. But then I have a film that was my #1 movie of the year it came out, and that's The Northman. Talk about the cast in this one. You got Alexander Skarsgård, you got Anya Taylor-Joy, you got freaking Ethan Hawke's popping up here, you got Nicole Kidman's popping up here. Insane, dude. If you want this intense action Nordic story, this epic that feels like a Shakespearean story, man, you gotta watch The Northman. I love this movie to death. It's so freaking good. Robert Eggers is a director who is absolutely crushing it. The guy has not missed. He's only made slapper movies, and I don't think that's gonna be ending anytime soon. It's a beautiful movie too, as far as how it's shot. Everything about this film is so sick. If you're a fan of action and even things that kind of fall close to the thriller side of movies, you have to watch this movie. It's so damn good. And that is part 2 of movies that I don't think get enough attention, but they're pretty damn great. Subscribe for more videos, new videos every single day. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.